recording? Yes, it is
There.
recording.
All right. So do you want to start this time or should I?
I don't know. Let me think.
Motzi, you do the intro. Motzi, come here. Motzi, come here.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it with Motsi. Where is Motsi?
Come here. Come on. Go, Motzi. Come on. There you go. Hold on. Turn around. Turn around. Why are you so heavy? There she is.
Motsi! You should do the puppeting thing. Like, welcome to Star Stories in Life. I'm Motsi. Like, you should do that.
She looked that way. Let me hide behind her. Like, hello. This is Star Stories in Life, the podcast where we talk about stars, stories, and life. Stop biting my hand. She escaped. Thank you, Motsi. But yes, the podcast where we talk about stars, stories, and life. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the stars. It's our astrology and tarot reading episode. And my door is wide open for reasons. We leave it open so the neighbor's cat can come in if she wants.
That would be awesome if we could feature her in our video.
She was in here a little while ago. Anyway, so how again? I think I have a pimple coming out like right where my glasses are.
Yes. After the heat, after this heat that has been like torturing all of us, there have been a lot of pimples. Yeah, me too.
So many.
I mean, I had pimples in a long time, which is very weird because when I was in India, I used to get a lot of acne. But after I came here, the acne like really went away. But it just kind of like is kind of making a comeback, and it's just not me. My boyfriend also got them, and I was like, okay, are we like transferring acne to each other? But now that you're saying it, I'm like, okay, this is definitely the heat because yeah, all of us are sweating our butts off.
It's got to be the heat and like just it's so dry and there's so much like dirt and sediments like in the air, so it gets stuck in your sweat, it gets stuck in your pores, and then acne in places you don't need acne.
Yeah, right. I was getting acne like over here. I don't want to touch it, but like I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't even touch this part. Like, I know. What's happening?
Why? I get it here, and like there was some threatening to come out of my nose, and then the back of my thighs.
Yeah, dude. Like acne in the crevices of your body is just like the most annoying. Anyway,
that's just how our lives have been. Acne and sweat. That's what the past 2 weeks has been. Just acne and sweat. Let me move a little bit. There we go. That looks good.
Gorilla. What? What?
She has a sweater.
Oh my God. Who is this? Is this Kitty? Hello, Kitty. There's so many features today. Video.
Hey, Kitty.
What's her name?
We don't remember.
Okay. Your name is Pinky.
She has a weird like Aztec name.
Oh, that's awesome. Like Mishka or something like that.
It's the first time that they've put a shirt on her, so she's not quite sure what to do with her existence right now. It's funny. She's just kind of sitting there.
She's in the text of society, human society, and she's like, this is weird. Why do you do this? I am already very close to my fur.
Exactly.
Like, humans are dumb. That's what she's saying, probably.
And she'll get used to it. Okay, so ¿Y tiene gripa? Uf. No sé. They probably just have cold. It is. It's not.
So do I have to close the door so I can put that?
Yes. Close the door. Close the door. We don't want to hear you. Okay. So yeah, the neighbor is like it's a cold, I think. For sure.
Happened.
Huh?
Oh, he's sneezing or what? The neighbor?
Yeah, he's got like runny nose, but he doesn't have any other symptoms that aren't like just cold symptoms. So it's like more than likely just a cold.
Oh, bitch! My uncle got COVID-19. He's recovering though. Yeah, like it wasn't anything serious. Like he's old. Like I don't know how old though. Maybe he's 60. So he got COVID-19 and he's just recovering. He's at home and nothing bad has happened yet. But he hasn't like met my family in person for a really long time. So my family is not in danger, but more and more people are getting COVID-19 now.
Yeah.
One of my coworkers took leave because she got COVID-19. There was another coworker of mine who also got COVID-19, but she's okay now. Then there were a lot of celebrities in India are getting COVID-19, which is like, wow. Yeah, really. Like, I'm like, I don't follow a lot of celebrities, but I've been like, sometimes they just like come up through my friends' posts, and I'm like, wow, a lot of celebrities are suffering from COVID-19 in India. I don't know. I think they just were like all in a same party or something like that, and they got it from there.
Possible. Because one of the things, like I think that like because it's been a couple of weeks since the big protests, and hardly any people that were at the protest have gotten sick, but a lot of people who had started going to like restaurants and bars that are reopening, they are getting sick. Yeah. So it's like enclosed spaces with a lot of people is the problem.
Yeah, you know why? It's because of the air conditioners, and closed ventilation. Yes, exactly. Like that's super dangerous because you're just, even if somebody like sneezed somewhere else or I don't know, but it's still in the air because it's cold air, and cold air doesn't like rise up very easily. It's cold, it's heavy. So it's going to be there. So if you are in the same vicinity, it's probable that you're breathing in that virus, right? And also I think I mean, of course, I'm judging this from a very personal perspective, that I see that a lot of Indians are getting, a lot of Indians I know are getting COVID-19 in contrast to Mexicans I know, right? I don't know any Mexican who's gotten COVID-19. I'm not denying that nobody got it, Of course, there have been so many deaths, but I didn't know any of them personally or even like in a distant way. So what I think is that I think India has so many infections is because right now, especially, there are a lot of storms happening at the moment. The air is thick and humid AF, right?
Yes.
And moisturized, like moisture in the air will hold on to the virus. Like coronavirus transmits through our saliva, like our droplets, right? That's in the air, floating in the air. If you take away the moisture from coronavirus, then it dies, basically. It cannot survive without moisture. So if in the air there's already a lot of moisture and you are, I don't know, using air conditioner, or you are in air conditioner environments, you're just like, some person with COVID-19 came, they sneezed over there, and you breathe that same shit into you, Yeah. I feel like it makes a lot of sense to me. Whereas, especially in Tijuana, in the dry regions of Mexico, that's not really the case. yeah, we are still in danger. We still need to take precautions. And I think we've been trying our best, but that's different. And that's like, I think the moisture in the air has a lot to do with how much coronavirus can survive, like the longevity of coronavirus in the air. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like in dry weather, like Mexicali, like, yeah, you sneeze and I'm sure like the virus immediately dies because the moisture is evaporated. It's so fucking hot.
Yes.
But that's not the case in India. And India is mostly hot. Not entirely, but it's mostly hot.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like blasting their air conditioner, so they're just making it worse too.
Yeah.
Anyway, bringing us back to the sky. So let's talk about the sky a bit. Wow, there's a lot of energy in the sky, and I don't know who said this. I should know who said this because I'm an astrologer, but my memory is not serving me today. So I think we've all heard of this sentence, as above, so below, right? Astrology
Yeah.
pretty much goes with that vibe, right? So in the sky, what I'm going to talk about today is from the dates 23rd August 2020 to 5th September 2020. I'm doing it for 2 weeks because I think after this I'll be meeting you in 2 weeks because we are not going to be doing these weekly forecasts. We were going to do bi-weekly forecasts for a while at least. So I'm going to do a bi-weekly forecast from 23rd August to 5th September. So I have a lot to say, and then we will discuss. So what we'll do today is we are going to go through the sky and see what's going on, who is playing with whom, and how they're playing. Are they playing dirty or are they playing cool? And then maybe you and I can discuss through your cards.
Yeah.
Like we seek further answers through tarot. What do you think?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let's do this. All right. So 22nd August, 23rd August, that's the time when Sun enters Virgo. So the Sun, as you know, has been in Leo. And as we discussed last time, you've been feeling yourself. You want to, get in touch with your inner child. You feel creative. You feel proud of your work. You want to talk about, you're proud of what you do, so you want to talk about that. So a lot of that energy was there, and probably we were taking a lot of selfies this time. But that energy is shifting a little bit, although it's still a little fancy. It's still a little bougie energy because Leo is literally, I mean, it's more than bougie. It's royalty. And when Sun is now entering Virgo, it's not royalty, but it's classy, it's fancy, because Virgo is all about the finer things in life, but it's really practical. It's a little materialistic in a way. So in Virgo season, we would want to take care of our daily activities. We would like to take care of our health, the work that we do, but in a more daily sense, in a more routine wise. And we would like to achieve perfection in those things. That's what we are going to really, really focus on. That's where our energy is going to be. This is a great time to, I think, look into our health, look into our routine, our daily activities, and see if they serve us or not. And if they don't, let them go. Then as we move into the week, Mars is making a little bit of difficult connection with Saturn. So this probably will play out in a way where we are not happy with the establishment in our lives. We are not happy with people who have power over us or people who are authority in our lives. So that could be the government, that could be our father, that could be, I don't know, whoever governs you, let's say, whoever has an authority over you. So we are frustrated with them. We are tired of their shit. This is an energy that we're kind of bringing back. We are kind of we are still in that energy. So what the interesting part here is that this is the first of two squares. So Mars will square Saturn again in September, towards the end of September. So what that tells me is that this frustration is something that we would have to deal with now and again, but probably towards the end of September, there will be some answer to it. There will be, I wouldn't say resolution, like I don't want to be too optimistic out there, but there will be some answer to this conflict. There will be some answer to this, like this frustration that we would feel. And the fact that it's happening right now and it's going to happen again, and how, Mars has been such a tricky player all this time, when it comes to our sexuality or our relationship with authority or our relationship with ourselves. I mean, Mars has really been calling the shots, and it still is. I mean, it's now a little bit in the background, but it's still calling a lot of the shots behind like the main energies of maybe Mercury or Sun or Pluto, right? So my advice at this time would be not to make new strategies to counter this authority figure in your life. This would be a time to, this is also not a good time to take risks against those authority. Like, play it safe. Don't argue, do not offend, do not throw the first stone, basically, like really, really play it safe. Like, make sure that you are not putting yourself in danger in any way. Like, play defense, basically. Play defense, not offense. It's going to be hard, really, really hard, but really this would be the time to be even more practical and not get swayed away with our anger or frustration, because that will be happen. That will happen. That will be something that's going to be an itch, a problem. But Mercury is making this amazing connection with Uranus, and I think that's definitely going to be some sort of relief, because it seems like it's going to bring some good news when it comes to business or communication. Like, if you're in the field of communication, if you're in the field of e-commerce or things like that, this might be you might hear some good news about your business, or if you're in the field of communication, there might be, things will be pretty smooth. If there are any obstacles, those obstacles will go away, basically. But when it comes to love, when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to our habits of leisure and relaxation and eating habits, those are kind of going to act up a little bit. Like, if you already have eating disorders, or you have a difficult relationship with food, or if you have a difficult relationship with finance or relationship, this is the time when a lot of those problems are going to surface. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Venus. So Venus will be in opposition to Jupiter. It's going to try Neptune, and then it's going to be opposite Pluto. And then Lilith is also making like this really difficult connections with, I think it was, Pluto and Venus. So it just tells me that, we will be feeling a little bit positive. We will be feeling like, oh, I really want to do something for other people. I really want to help others. you will want to see the good in people, like, no, she or he is a really nice person, and you want to be positive, you are feeling really positive, you want to help other people, you want to see the good in people. But I don't know if that's such a good idea. That sounds really bad. No, I know, like, and I think it's safe to say that both Emma and I are really positive people.
We try.
But I don't know. I mean, we have a positive outlook on life. Like, we know that life is shitty, but we have a positive outlook on life.
Yes.
But I have to be real with you guys. I don't think the universe is going to reward that behavior or reward that thinking at this moment.
No.
Like, now is not the time to show how optimistic you are or how kind you are. Like, now is not the time. But does that mean that you should be like, go out and like just, fight with everyone? No, that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is, don't do anything that you usually don't do, right? Like, so don't feel too optimistic about people. Don't feel too optimistic about any business deals or transactions or contracts. Because, it's just like the energy, the energy is not there. The energy is of being like dreamy and like, yes, everything is awesome, but it really isn't. It probably isn't. And, if you wouldn't know if the other person is there to like deceive you or they're lying to you. You wouldn't know because you're feeling it. You're feeling that positivity, kindness. You're feeling it, but other people will smell that and will probably take advantage of you, will try to take advantage of you. So it's really great that you're feeling positive right now, but internalize it, right? So take a lot of rest, like really indulge yourselves in things that bring you a lot of joy, not overindulge, indulge. Like if you like to listen to music, listen to music, listen to your favorite music, even if it's, overplayed or really shitty and people judge you for that. Doesn't matter. Listen to that music, watch the movies that make you feel happy and, it soothes you and makes you feel comfortable and safe. Like this is the time for a lot of self-soothing and being comfortable. So yes, use that positive energy, internalize it. Don't externalize it. Like, don't project that positivity and optimism onto others or onto the environment. And absolutely do not start anything new right now. Just it's a time to relax. Honestly, this is a time to relax. This is a time to take care of yourself. This is a time to even make plans. Like I think on 29th August, it's a great day to make plans. Like, okay, or maybe like to journal. Like, because Virgo is making this amazing connection with Jupiter. And I think this will be a really great time to journal, really put your thoughts onto paper or make plans or traveling plans with your buddies. Like, okay, when this COVID-19 shit is over, we are fucking going to Miami or I don't know, we're going to Europe or we're going to the Bahamas or something like that. Yeah, do that. I think that's really going to be really, really helpful because those plans might actually work out. Because you're feeling your mind is going to be very clear, you're going to be very practical, and the Jupiter energy is really going to help you like make those plans come true. Not immediately, of course, but it's you're there, your mind is there, so you're going to make good plans.
Yes.
So yes, when it comes to love, like, I mean, do not go on dates. Like if you are single and you have a date on the 30th of August, don't go. Cancel, bail, postpone, rain check. No, it's not happening. Because that day, Venus is making like this really weird connection with Pluto. And with Lilith also squaring Pluto and squaring Venus, it's a mess. It's a relationship mess. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why your partner just snapped at you. A lot of our subconscious bullshit is going to project onto our relationships, and you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? What just happened? So I would say, like, yeah, if you're single, just stay single for a little bit, you know, text them maybe. I don't know, not text them. Like, just be with yourself. All right, just be with yourself. Because this time, like, if you meet somebody, you'll be very prone to fall in love, and that person would probably be abusive or controlling or really manipulative. So this is not a good time to meet new people, guys. This is not a good time to meet new people. Just postpone your date, okay? Postpone your date until, I don't know, maybe mid-September. You shouldn't be going out on dates right now.
Yeah.
So if you're going out on date, what's going on with you? Like, yeah, go on Zoom dates or something. But even when it comes to Zoom dates, like, postpone it to like mid-September, okay? But if you're in a good relationship, if you're in a healthy relationship, you're going to have a lot of sex.
Yay!
Energy is just like Lilith and Venus and Mars and Pluto is like, oh my God, it's like they're all in some way representations of sex, like the good sex, like the hot, steamy, lovey-dovey, romantic sex. So yeah, if you're in a healthy, awesome relationship, it's not going to be bad. You're going to be like having a lot of sexy time, a lot of good time. But if you are in any kind of abusive relationship, or if you're single and trying to date somebody new, no. Don't do it. But if things do get bad, this would be a time to really pause and realize where you both are coming from. Like, why are you fighting, or why is this problem coming out? And what does that say about you? What does that say about him? What does that say about her? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just generalizing this. What does that say about your relationship? I think this will be a great time to kind of rethink and review and make decisions accordingly, but not a good time to go out on new dates and meet new people. Okay. So a lot of confusion until the end of August. You're like, oh my God, what's going on? I don't understand anything. Everything is so confusing. That's why, chill. Just take a deep breath. Really go into your psyches, and you're like, just like, try to calm down. Try to soothe yourself. Have a toolkit of things that soothe you and comfort you, make you comfortable and calm you down, things like that. Because the beginning of September is really, really nice. I really like that energy. It's amazing because we are going to have a full moon in Pisces. And as you know, yes, full moon is definitely typically the end of things. And if you were fighting with your boyfriend or girlfriend, as I was saying during the end of August, towards the end of August, I think you will have a revelation. I think you will have a revelation about like, oh, this shit is not working out for me. This relationship is not working out for me. And you're going to call it off. You're going to be like, no, you're too fucking abusive. Or no, you're too fake for me. Or no, you're too manipulative for me. And probably the 1st September, the full moon in Pisces is going to mean the end of those bad things. And I think we should all embrace it. For people who are not breaking up on this day, what I see, what's really interesting to me about this full moon in Pisces is that on the next day, on 2nd September, it makes a connection with the sun. So it's in opposition. So the moon is here and the sun is here. The sun is in Virgo and the moon is in Pisces, and they are opposite to each other. So the energy of Pisces is very spiritual. It's about escaping reality and living in a utopian world. And Virgo is an energy of being practical, of being of routine, of daily routine, of day-to-day tasks. And they're like completely two different things. Virgo so mundane and Pisces so spiritual. And I think it will be a great time for us to kind of understand like what this means for us. Like, how do we balance routine with spirituality? How do we balance routine and meditation? Does that mean we meditate daily? Should we like make meditation a part of our daily routine? Is that how it makes sense to us? I mean, this is how it makes sense to me. That's why I'm giving that example. But of course, I'm not saying that it's the same for you. But this will be a good time to kind of think about that. A great time for meditation, to go into our subconscious, to go to therapy, anything subconscious related. Great time. Going to the beach, also great time. But I don't know if you can do that. And also, it's making this amazing connection with Uranus in Taurus. So you might actually get some good news or some surprises at that time. So after all this fighting or tension and confusion at the end of August, first, the beginning of September is a little bit like a relief, like a sigh of relief, like you kind of exhale a little bit. And I think that's a good energy. I think that's a really good energy. So then we move on to I see a lot of interesting changes, like unexpected changes, because of not only because Moon is making this connection with Uranus, but Virgo is also trining Pluto, which is like a great time to learn. It's a great time to I don't know, like really get into the depths of our psyche. So if you have been thinking about going to therapy or, I don't know, hypnosis or meditation, I think this is a great time. The universe is really supporting these subconscious work. So I would say go ahead and do it. And it's going to be your favor. Like, good things are going to come out of it. There are definitely good outcomes. There will be a little bit of tension, though, again, in love affairs. But it's kind of mellowed down, I would say, when Mercury enters Libra, because it has been in Virgo all this time. And then it will enter Libra, which is a whole other energy, right? We would want to be more diplomatic, polite, and nice. So yes, although Venus squaring Mars, it's a tension, but it doesn't have to be a bad tension. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be like, yeah, you fight a little bit with your partner, but it could also be like that tension led to amazing sex. So it's not like a bad thing. It's a little bit of tension, right? It's a good tension. And then Mercury entering Libra makes us like really polite, nice, and diplomatic. However, what I'm really worried about is how Mars is going retrograde in Aries on the 9th of September. So this is really going to be a damper, a big damper on our energy. My advice, take a break. Really, take a break. Don't push yourself too much. That would be like the best way to deal with Mars retrograde. So I think that's all I wanted to say. But so to kind of wrap up the sky a little bit, because we will get into the tarot part. So that will be like another final conclusion. So the penultimate conclusion is that there is a lot of, like, as we move towards the last 2 weeks of August, or let's say the last week of August, there's a lot of energy of confusion and over optimism, and some sort of tension with our loved ones, but only if there are unresolved issues. And the full moon in Pisces asks us to let go of things that are not serving us anymore, meditate, go to therapy, write our thoughts down, um, make plans probably for the future. Um, and there could be some good news. Yes, there's definitely good news, good outcome toward the end. And it's because of this full moon in Pisces. So, yes, a little bit of tension, confusion, but then as we move into September, there's definitely a sigh of relief. There's definitely relaxation, meditation, yoga, and some sort of clarity. There's some tension in the background, but it's mostly clarity. It's mostly finding the balance between routine and spirituality. So, what are the cards saying? What are the cards saying about this energy, about the confusion energy and the love tension energy and the good news energy? What are the cards saying?
Well, let's find out. So today I'm using the Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, PhD. Making sure you know that, PhD. And I haven't used these cards in years. This is what the back looks like. Very pretty. So let's see. We're going to start with let's start with health. That's what I want to start. So our health card is Zana. I'm not sure. Whoa, I dropped it. That must mean something. It says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you relax and feel safe. That's what Zana says. So, yeah, the initial panic is over. We know what we're doing. We know what we have to do. You don't have to be full of anxiety anymore. Just keep washing your hands. Just keep 6 feet away from people. Try not to be inside of a building of any kind with more than 10 people at a time, especially if you don't have a decent amount of space and if it doesn't have like open windows or something like that. So try to stay away from people because we are not out of the woods yet, but we don't have to panic anymore. We don't have to be up here anymore, but we can be like down in the middle somewhere, Be prepared and continue doing what you're doing. Basically, that's the main idea. And let's see, finances. Finances, we have Sonia. She's purple. She says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Some people are getting their inheritance, maybe? Perhaps money that you've been expecting is finally going to come in. I think that's the idea that I get. So any money that you're like, I should have gotten it by now, or wasn't that supposed to be done by now? That money should come in. Maybe there's money stuck in a bank transfer somewhere that you forgot about. That's probably that's going to be coming in the next 2 weeks. And finally, love, which seems to it's going to take the hardest hit at the end of the month. So we have Bethany. That's that's a name of an angel I've heard. Yes, it is. It says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure.
Yeah, that energy is mostly towards the beginning of September, but I think the tension is going to lead you to that. I feel, like you will realize that if you aren't happy, you cannot make other people happy.
Exactly.
Nobody will give going to be happy with somebody who is not content with themselves. And I think that's an important lesson. Maybe that's a lesson that we would have to learn um, at the hard way.
Yeah. You got to take care of you, because how can you expect someone to come and take care of you when you don't do half the work?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So I pulled out another card to see if I could see like the end of the month love.
Yeah.
And it says, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. And that's Aurora.
Okay.
So, like, don't let what's going on with others or what others are going through bring you down. Like, remember you were talking about how you're going to feel like this positivity, this desire to help others. So don't let the fact that they probably have bad intentions for whatever it is that
Yeah.
you're doing, don't let that dampen your good mood. So,
Yeah.
just be cautious. If you see red flags, be like, yeah, no, and go and get ice cream for yourself and pay for someone else's ice cream while you're at it. You know, like, I think it's
100%.
time of little random acts of kindness. Not so much big gestures, but little things. Paying for someone else's coffee behind you, um, helping them old people cross the street, adopting an animal. I don't know.
Something that doesn't require a lot of risk or a lot from you.
Yes.
Anything that requires too much of you, you're uncomfortable, because your body will tell you. Your body will be like, no, this is too much. Listen to your body and don't do it. Honestly, I mean, of course, this is the energy that we are entering is going to be of over optimism. And when we are over optimistic, we tend to make mistakes. And especially with our frustration with the establishment, who knows? Like, I'm guessing a lot of people are going to come onto the streets. They'll be like, things are better, or they'll, rebel against the government, probably, or the establishment. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Right. So are they protesting against something that is persecuting, or are they protesting against something good, like that's good for the public? So I think it's going to be both, honestly. I think it's going to be a lot of protests on the street against the oppressive government, and it's also going to be these assholes who think that they know better than scientists. I think it's going to be a mix of both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there is going to be that frustration, right? You're going to be like, I'm just not working out. Like, you want to hold the authority figure in accountable, and it's just like just a big zero, right? And it's going to be you're going to feel frustrated. And usually when we deal with these things with over optimism, by overindulging, like, let me just, yeah, I have money, no problem, let me just like order this is going to make me happy. Yeah, like those I never exercised, but definitely let me buy all of the exercise equipment today, and I'm sure I'm going to exercise. Will you?
No.
So so you'll be feeling like, let's just spend some money, it's okay, let me just go to that spa, it's okay. Or you want to spend this money that you don't have.
Yes, exactly.
Or you really overeat because you're trying to soothe yourself. So be careful, like be more mindful of these things, like really noticing your needs and trying to fulfill them in a way that is helpful to you,
Mm-hmm.
that nourishes you, not destroys you. Um, yeah. So take care, guys. Like use all that good energy, that optimistic energy, positive energy for yourself. Really, I think if you do that, the whoever is in your environment, whether that's a partner or a friend, they're going to react positively too. And if they're not, that is going to be such a huge revelation about whether they really care about you or not. When you are trying to take care of yourself and your partner is like, why are you taking care of yourself and not me? Well, that's your answer. That's your full moon in Pisces revelation, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, and also, check yourself in this time. Like, if you're thinking these thoughts, like, why are they taking care of themselves and not me? Try to see where that thought is coming from.
Yeah. Like, why do you need this other person to take care of you? Are you not taking care of yourself?
And why? Why aren't you taking care of yourself?
Yes. So, great time to delve deep into our psyche, our subconscious.
Yes. I feel that as well. I mean, it's hard to feel anything right now because it's so darn hot. But I mean, it's at the time of recording, it's 8:51 p.m. and it's still hot. How hot is it? Let me see. Come on, show me.
Chécalo.
Hold on, let's see.
It's 28. No, it'll be 28 degrees tomorrow. Cooler. 3 degrees cooler than today. Tomorrow.
My watch says that currently it's 29 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God, that's hot. That's
Still
really hot.
Hot. Why is it so hot? I don't like it. I don't want it. I want a refund. But anyway, that's not something we can control. So work on the things you can't control.
What would you? I want you to. Can you see another card for good news? Like what kind? There's some good news coming, but can you like check like in what field exactly, or like in what area, or what kind of good news can we expect?
Haha, we have Omega, the unicorn. Victory! Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work.
All right. Yes. All right. There you go.
Look up the unicorn.
Ooh, unicorn. I love unicorn energy.
I know unicorn energy is the best. It's
so
very
maybe something that you've been working hard on for a long time, maybe that's going to come to fruition, or like maybe there was an obstacle that's going to go away, or some worry that's going to go away. So that's really good. Like a problem going away, resolving itself, making you happy. Like that's the best kind of good news.
Yes, that is the best kind of. So that's what we can expect in the coming weeks and at the beginning of next month. So
yes. So this is our forecast and reading for the end of August and beginning of September. My conclusion is, of course, as I said before, meditation, yoga, going to a therapist, having a lot of sex if you're in a healthy relationship, not going on dates at this time, and expecting some good news, even though there is some frustration with authority figures in our life. How would you conclude this reading, Emma?
Conclude with things are starting to look up, because the last couple of weeks have been very, very taxing, both mentally, emotionally, and also physically, because it's been hot basically everywhere. California is on fire again, and it's not good times for people with allergies. at the moment. So things are looking up. The sky will clear ever so slightly. The heat will dissipate ever so slightly. It won't be the big relief, but
No,
it'll be enough that you don't want to die anymore, basically.
I agree with you. You would want to die a little bit towards the end of August, and then you were like, you know what? It's fine. It's
It's
fine.
fine.
I'll be
I
okay.
think
Yeah.
I can. Like that. Yeah, that's the energy that
Yes.
we're going to be living with.
Yes.
With
So tell us what energy you are feeling, guys. Let us know in the comments, and we will definitely respond to them when we see them. We would really like to know, like, are you vibing with us, or are you feeling a different type of energy? I think that would be a really good discussion that we can have. Also, if you like our videos and if you feel like this video is has a positive impact on your life or on your mood, um, do share them with your people, and follow us on our social media, which is on Instagram. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and subscribe to our podcast channels on wherever you listen your podcast on. So really follow us, show us the love, share our videos and our content, like our videos and our content. That would mean so much to us. And I really, really hope that no matter what life throws at you, you can deal with it and knock it out of the park with courage, strength, and with a lot of joy.
Yes, I hope so too. So the dog has left me, so we cannot use her at the end, and the cat also has left me. So
Okay, they're too.
yes, they don't love me, and this is sad. So we're just gonna have to
So
do it the human way.
yes.
So
So what do we say at the end of our videos?
we say, I am melting with you.
But please don't melt with me. Stay away from me. It's too hot.
It's too hot. We should not melt together.
Yes.
And we'll see all of you next time with a top,
Yes.
which we still haven't
Yes.
chosen. So look,
We will. You will know. It's a surprise. It's
yes,
always going to be a
it's
surprise.
a surprise. So goodbye. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.